Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? So, looks like while I was sleeping, the news had dropped. So, I just woke up. So let's go ahead and cover the information. The LR androids are released for in terms of their stats. So just wanted to cover the detail as to some of the stuff included on it. And I will go ahead and say it does have the exchange feature, and it is going to have some limitations or restrictions in terms of what units you have to be bringing or the types of enemies you're facing. So I'll go ahead and lay that out there. It's going to be one of those same deals that we've been seeing lately, but let's go ahead and see the details behind that. The card art itself looks pretty damn amazing, and I definitely do like the artwork on it for sure. Now, in terms of the category themselves, it is going to be an android's category lead, key plus 4 HP attack and defense increase of 150%, and also extreme physical types, key plus 4 HP attack and defense increase of 100%. Now, in terms of the Link skills, you've got, I assume it's Infinite Energy Link, and then Androids, Rival Duo, Shocking Speed, Soul vs. Soul, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Now, in terms of the passive skill, let's see. So, key plus 1, attack and defense increase of 78%, and then if HP is 66% or above, medium chance to evade enemies' attack, and then androids category allies get key plus 2 attack increase of 40%. So the passive skill itself is pretty nice. You've got the ability to increase attack and defense for the unit itself as well as key plus 1. On top of that, depending on HP levels, you have a medium chance to evade attacks. On top of that, you have supporting functions for android category allies. So pretty good, solid passive skill setting. So let's take a look at the active skill requirement. It is an exchange function to Android 16, basically. So if we take a look at the active skill requirement here, it looks like if HP is 66% or below, and you have at least 2 Android category allies on the team, it's going to be possible to basically use the active skill. On top of that, if you have 名称にステロを含むキャラクターステロジュニアなどを除くが敵にいると Okay, so if you're facing a Cell name enemy, excluding Cell Juniors, so Cell Juniors don't apply to this, but if you're facing any type of Cell enemy, it'll activate anytime. So it definitely does have restriction, but it's a little, I wouldn't say a little bit, it's actually a lot less restrictive is probably the right word to say. In terms of the active skill itself, for 3 turns, exchange with Android 16. So, yeah, I mean, it's got the restrictions like some of the stuff you've seen lately, but at the same time, this is definitely more manageable, I think, than the 2 other units that have been introduced. I'm referring to LR Gohan and LR Cell. Now, in terms of the categories, looks like Androids, Android Cell Saga, what was that? Join Forces, and Siblings Bond. And for the super attack, let's see, the 12 key is going to be causes colossal damage and reduces attack and defense. In terms of 18 key, it's mega colossal damage and also reduces attack and defense. Alright, so let's go ahead and skip over to the exchange or active skill initiated Android 16. And I gotta say, I love this art right here. I mean, Android 16, this is when this G was about to get brolic. I mean, I personally do like Android 16 a lot, so it's pretty cool to see this. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the leader skill. Doesn't change, obviously. The links do change a little bit. Looks like Infinite Energy, Androids, Rival Duo, Tough as Nails, Soul vs. Soul, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Categories obviously don't change. Passive skill is going to be key plus 6 and attack and defense increase of 200%. High chance to activate criticals, and Android Cell Saga category. If you're facing an Android Cell Saga category enemy, guaranteed additional super attack. So this guy becomes very, very powerful, and we'll definitely see the impact of that, I'm sure. But it's not going to be too bad in terms of getting that active skill off, I think. In terms of the super attack abilities, let's go ahead and take a look. 12 key is going to be greatly increased defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage. In terms of the 18 key, it's greatly increased defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage, and reduces attack and defense, it looks like. So yeah, alright, so let me refer back to this. So 12 key is yeah, for 1 turn, greatly increased defense and causes colossal damage to attack, causes colossal damage and reduces attack and defense. 18 key is going to be greatly increases attack for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage, and sacrifices 6% of HP, it looks like. So yeah, you're going to be taking some hits based on the super attack from the 18 key super on the exchanged Android 16 unit. But I gotta say, the artwork is definitely pretty nice, and I think they learned a little bit from becoming too restrictive in terms of the transformation or active skill, whatever you want to call it, with LR Gohan and LR Cell. So they made it a little bit less restrictive on this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the revised super attack for the OG LR Gohan unit. So of course everything is similar, except for a few things where I'm sure he's going to be walking here. Yeah, it looks like it. They did do a little bit of an update, nice little touch. Not really, really ridiculous or anything, but definitely not a bad touch. All right, let's take a look at these guys though. So this will be the new LR Android super attack abilities, and I'm guessing this is 17 and 18, and then we'll see the active skill for 16, and then his super attack. So let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, he looking like a G right there. Of course, it is going to be a legendary banner, so chance of pulling other LRs is possible as well. But yeah, I do love this little animation right here. Definitely tight. Of course, they had to do the Hell's Flash. Yeah, they're definitely up in the game on the super attack animations. You gotta give them that at least. Yeah, it is looking pretty good. Definitely looking pretty good. So that's after the 3 turns are up. I guess it has that animation as well. So overall, pretty solid unit, I think, in my opinion. Definitely a little bit of a restriction, but I don't think it's too bad this time around. So overall, solid unit. It'll be a good unit overall, I think, in terms of Android and Android Cell side or Android. Yeah, I mean, this guy could fit the bill for. You know what's interesting though? Thinking about it now. There is an Android 16 name on the LR card before the exchange feature anyway, so it's Android 17 and 18 / Android 16. So this card has to have the fulfillment for the requirement for LR Gohan to require to have an Android 16 unit on the team in order to get the transformation or active skill. So I assume you don't necessarily have to exchange 2 Android 16 to get that requirement, I think. I mean, based on what I see here. I mean, that's my guess. I'm not 100% positive on it, but I think that should fulfill that. I mean, it's obviously got the name on there, and the reason why I say that is because For the secondary passive on LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, you do have to have like a Super Saiyan Gohan unit on the attacking rotation in order to get that 59%. And that actually does apply with the Easy A Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Gohan. So if that's the case, I think this unit will definitely fulfill the bill and fit the requirement to have an Android 16 unit. So that's my guess. Don't take my word 100% for it, but again, that's just my guess. So hopefully you guys found this helpful with the translations. I do appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see all this stuff roll out and find out more info. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.